君を送るこの時に遠い星に映す近い光揺らぎきらめきどれもが胸熱い交わり祭りさThis is my favorite line from ending number 3 and yeah, it's definitely an ending to come back to with teary eyes. Y'all know the 800 UC deal, right? I was terrified. And once it actually occurred to me, is this Julian from after Wen-li's? I banished the thought as quickly as it came to me, and yet here we are. Now, this is not going to be all doom and gloom, I promise. Because here in Tiny Wave TV, we face the shit in the world with dark fucking humor. Take a look at this. And the way I replied, oh my god, don't do that to me. I mean, what else can be done to me at this point? I got nothing to lose. What can be more hurtful? Wait, someone said Julian will turn into a villain?
No! God, please, no!
So episode 81, Mr. Tanaka. With all due respect, you're a sadist. What the f*** was that midterm mayor news? Ru and I were this close to having a stroke. Sorry, y'all, for being loud. And just in advance if I get angsty during this entry, unhinged, I'm sure y'all will understand. So anyway, Reinhardt decided to put his ultimate vicious strategy into motion, which is to say, fuck this, we're going absolutely feral. Fräulein Merindorf, however, had other thoughts.
フロイライン・マリンドルフ、あなたの言うことを聞いていると、ヤン・ウェンリーを追い詰めて窮鼠たらしめている責任は世にあると主張しているように聞こえるが。
はい。そう申し上げております。
The Kaiser was not pleased.
宇宙の支配者に対してそうも歯に絹を着せぬ者はこの世ではあなただけだな。あなたの勇気と率直さは称賛に値するが、世がいつもそれを喜ぶと思ってもらっては困る。
Interesting choice of words, but Reinhardt, my boy. What the Alright, bitch. I'll see you in episode 89. Other highlights from the episode were this rare moment of Bittenfeld's wisdom.
数が多ければいいというものではない。
Saying goodbye to the man without whom we're all lost. The veteran who rocked a mustache, unlike a certain Imperial. And this moment.
フレデリカ、大丈夫かい？
少しめまいがしただけ。
熱があるじゃないか。ここはもういいから少し休みなさい。
でも。
いや、休みたまえ。命令だ、少佐。
She was like, what did you just say? Alright, yes sir. Their marriage was weird and I loved it. When Reinhardt's message arrived, I was like, what? He was in bed. What happened to him in bed? Did he have a revelation? Turned out he did. I think this was the moment that I started to get emotional in episode 82. When Reinhardt said to Zeke, I'm older than you now because you'll never get any older. And I don't think I can go any further into this episode. As I'm writing this, a bit over a week has passed since I watched it for the first time, and rewatching it hurts. So I'll just mention two things and move on. Number one, Reinhardt is not the most handsome man in the universe. He's not even the second. That one was Zeke. Reinhardt is the third, and as for the first, you know who he is. Number two, do y'all remember the community post when I said I had watched the episode? I want to say thank you for reaching out to anyone who did. I was a mess then. High functioning mess because I had to work. Talking with you guys in the comments made me feel a lot better, so thank you for being there. After 82, I got up, ugly cried a bit, played 83, made sure what happened had actually happened, then I kept watching like my life depended on it, as if the sky would fall had I just sat idle with what had happened. 83 did me dirty. I was crying the whole time, more at certain parts. Rikudo here said it best. It's all those reactions, you know? And from then till 90, because girl, I didn't stop, I had to see a world that was moving on without him. The Wen-li-less after, if you may, which was heartbreaking in its own right. We might have not taken the loss very well, but the story did. Imagine creating such an immense void in your story, but it's so powerful that it's just like, and continues being captivating regardless. There are all these characters and storylines that I don't care about as much as I did my man, but I want to and I need to watch. Merkotz, for example. Y'all thought I was gonna say Reinhardt. Well, let's leave the young geniuses alone for a moment and talk about the old ones. What he said in episode 84 was so touching. I'm almost 60 and I've always lived in fear of making mistakes. I'm finally starting to see that's not the only way to live. I love the fact that in a story with a whole bunch of young characters and early bloomers, someone of his age is the personification of there are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. Then we got Reinhardt's reaction to, and
誰も彼も敵も味方も皆世を置いていってしまう。なぜ世のために生き続けないのか。世はあの男に世以外のものに倒される権利など与えた覚えはない。
My boy. Are you six? And this narrator? Oh my god.
無論この時彼らは知り得なかった。帝国軍の双璧にとってそれが最後の握手であり、その日の酒は最後に組み交わす酒となったこと。
Stop! Well, well. If that ain't the sinister, bold bitches club.
あのロインエンタールメに大逆の罪を犯させることができるのだな。閣下がお望みでしたら全力を尽くしてご希望に沿いましょう。
F*** you. Stay away from Rue. Now, something about these two girlies in the same room is equal parts dangerous and gay. I'm gonna leave it at that. And about the flashback Reinhardt had with
暗くてもあなたの金髪ははっきり見えるわ。とても綺麗に輝いてるわよ。あなたの黄金色の髪が闇を照らすわ。あなた自身が光の源になるのよ。
all is well and romantic, but sis, you have the same hair. After a couple of episodes with irregular openings, we got the regular one in 86. I immediately skipped because how dare you tell me no need for crying?
Shut the f up. Shut the f up.
The first half of the episode was about Rue working hard in his new position, and the second half about Julian in his. My boy is wrestling with this dilemma of moving forward without Wen-li, or with the ghost of Wen-li. But then,
これお飲みなさいよ。
I'm so glad that she reached out and
ヤン夫人を尊敬しているわ。あの人を助けてあげたいと思うわ。フレデリカさんの姿を見て助けてあげようと思わないなんて女の風上にも起きやしない。
girl, yes, we stick together.
フレデリカさんは本当に偉いわ。でもそれだから男がつけ上がるのかもしれない。ヤン提督のことじゃないけど、女の寛容さにつけ込む無責任な男なんて最低よ。
Yup, you better watch out, Julian, my boy. Episode 87 came with a new OP, which is cute. Yeah, when I first watched it, I was like, yes, visuals. Then they showed Fräulein, and imagine sitting with puffy eyes and a headache. Then Hilda starts flying naked in front of you. What the hell? It didn't take long for it to make sense though. In other news, this bitch showed up. Lord help Rue, cause what is true if not the incarnation of a migraine? There was this scene in the episode that made me feel all warm inside. Mr. Mayor in his uniform, with that cape, which by the way should be green not red, sitting with his head down in the airport waiting for his wife. He's so precious. Oh my god, they are so precious. The new edit is yet another serve, and the end of it, y'all have no idea how thankful I am for Poplin and Dusty. I consume their conversations like water of life at this point. 88 had another one of those good ones. And listen to this.
テレビの三文アニメなら制作者の都合によって死んだ主人公も生き返るだろう。だが俺たちが生きてるのはそれほど都合のいい世界じゃない。失われた命は決して帰ってこない。それだけに命というものがかけがえのない存在である世界に生きているんだからな。
Why did I think it's Tanaka-san defending his own creative choices? Also, what my girl Karine said here.
提督の息吹を私たちは直接感じているけど、その息吹はきっと時が経つほど大きくなって歴史を吹き抜けていくんでしょうね。
First of all, damn. And second of all, the idea of supplanting the empire with a constitutional system gradually was nice, Julian, my boy. But correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that what Reinhardt wants, like, ultimately? To make the system healthy and effective and then gradually moving away, like erasing himself, you know? And, Frederica is killing me. Yeah. In 83, when Julian told her, "You're so noble," and she said, "Noble? Fuck that and fuck democracy. I just want my man back." And in this one, when she was talking to his picture, I think when you lose someone like this, You know, you say your goodbyes, they go somewhere and they're supposed to come back, but they never will. Part of you will never come to terms with the fact that they're gone for good. I know that from experience. My own grandma, she went on a trip and she's been on that trip for around 10 years now. Yeah, alright. Moving on to episode 89. Hadn't heard that in a while. Well, it wasn't like Reinhardt didn't know, but this was his first direct confrontation with the consequences of that decision. No wonder it was such a drastic blow. As for what this situation led to, I was like, Mr. Tanaka, I'm mourning the loss of my man here. And you're telling me Reinhardt and Hilda hooked up? Sir, yes sir, this was the injection of drama that I needed. Even though my mind is a mess and I can't fully indulge in it, but still, this is good. This is spicy. I like to imagine Reinhardt waking up and Hilda's not there and he just goes, responsibility, marriage, flowers, give me flowers. Loved how the dad handled the situation because both of them were like, ah! It was like, your majesty, cool your jets, my girl, follow your heart. And then again, he himself is in a tough spot, like all these ordinary men, and my girl had to go for the fucking Kaiser. What am I gonna do with Oberstein now? But wait, did they even do it right? Did they? We went back to Iserlohn in episode 90, where love is in the air. So are other types of drama.
ご機嫌はどうかな、黒い鶴ご長。
たった今とても悪くなりました。
無理しなさんな。俺に会えて嬉しいくせに。
The fact that Frederica and Jessica have a lot in common, like being involved with Wen-li, losing their man, getting into politics, CA at the end of their names, does not mean they'll have the same ending. Stop it, Julian! Also, I need someone to stop these terrorists. How do you even say that? Like, how do you even say? Please, I'm so freaking scared. Like, what if they actually succeed? This particular point in time, when I'm yet to watch beyond episode 90, feels like a threshold, like that frontier Julian was talking about in 88. I think my favorite era of Legend of the Galactic Heroes will always be the one that we just closed the curtains on. Wen-li's Matsuri era, with all of its upheavals and madness, and the fact that it ended in rivers of blood and tears. Yeah. As always, thank you so much for watching and see y'all in the next one.